Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Those who are born as the companions of an incarnation of God are eternally perfect. For some of them, that birth is the last. The Leela Sahacharas, those who are born with the Lord for His purpose. When an incarnation comes down, He comes with a group of people who are suitable for the purpose for which the Lord is taking birth, avatara. And the Leela, the play, the divine play God is going to play is called the Leela, divine play. Now in the divine play, perfected souls are required to enact there. Everybody and anybody cannot enact. Many people come, but perfected souls are the one who plays the major part to present and interact with the world. For some of them, that is the last birth. After attainment of God, after total freedom from nature, the nature selects a few to be the companions of God, and they are called Ishvarakotis. For some of them, that is their birth is last. Now, means even after enlightenment, they are under the jurisdiction of Divine Mother, the nature. Nature utilizes them for having given them total freedom from the nature forever. She makes them, utilizes them. I have given you total freedom forever from this nature. Now, for a few more births, you be the companion of the incarnation of God. So they wait in the trans-relative existence beyond this universe, and there they all will gather. Those who are Ishvarakotis, Nityasiddhas, Jivan Muktas who have left the body, all these people, Chiranjeevis, they all live in the transcendental realm. Sri Ramakrishna says, once I was sitting for meditation, I transcended all the planes of existence, Bhuva, Swama, Janatava, Satyam. Then before I could enter into the transcendental realm of eternity, there is a luminous space separating the absolute from the relative. This is universe's relative existence. We are in the relative existence. Number of universes like this float in the absolute existence. So in that absolute existence, one of the universe, and universe is having a luminous halo-like region which separates the absolute from the relative. It is called trans-relative existence. And in the trans-relative existence, the whole universe in the center dissolves. Again appears millions and millions of years it takes to again be born, as if the creation, the sustenance goes in the expansive phase and contractive phase. The expansive phase, it expands to the optimum, again contracts, enters into the transcendental realm again. Just like we sleep, go to our transcendental realm and come back. So that they live in the trans-relative existence. When the universe dissolves, they will be still waiting for the universe to reappear. For them, they also have a retirement life. They also will enter into to Vijay. You have both yoga and bhoga. King Janaka also had yoga and bhoga. Therefore, he is called Rajarshi, with both king and seer. Is Raja and Rishi, Rajarshi, both king and seer. Narada was a Devarshi and Shukadeva was Brahmarshi. Yes, the Brahmarshi, Rajarshi and Devarshi, Devarshi, Brahmarshi and the Rajarshi. Bhoga here, after transcending nature, they will not have the tendency to enjoy material world. There the bhoga they experience in transcendental realm. The love that they give to others, the love that they pour upon others is transcendental love. It is and when they take human birth and they enjoy the companies of devotees and in serving the people. So it remains always. Whenever God appears on the earth. So with human body, they maintain their status of enlightenment, and with devotees, they enjoy the company of everything is spiritual. Love that they give is not physical love, but it is transcendental love, where they don't see duality, as if I am there in another person. I am pervading all beings. When I pervade all beings, the love that I express is I am loving myself. Like it is a child's self-love of narcissistic stage. It loves itself. In the same way, an enlightened soul, when he loves someone, he is seeing his own reflection, himself being there in another person. So it is an enjoyment of being just assuming a state of separateness from the all-pervading. Being that. He is all-pervading and is experiencing himself to be separate from it and to experience. How? It is like ocean. One ocean, seamless ocean. There is no boundary, boundless ocean. When you be going, only ocean and ocean alone. Infinite, eternal ocean. In that ocean, suppose an amount of water becomes ice. How the moment it becomes ice, it has an individuality. It is distinct from the rest of the ocean. It is part of ocean. It is water alone. Except water, nothing is there. But it has an individuality which is not different from the ocean, but distinct from the ocean. The distinction without a difference. This is, suppose ocean wants to experience itself. A little of water becomes ice, which is water only, and experiences itself floating and swimming in the ocean of Satchidananda. Now Satchidananda is experiencing such an apparent individuality, as if it is a separate, but it is experiencing oneness also, because it is the same water. It has become, it's assuming a form to experiencing the formless. He is one with it and experiencing the oneness with it. Like that, when an enlightened soul loves someone, he is experiencing that infinite love and is part of that love, experiencing everybody. He is pervading everyone, and he is there in that body also. He is there in this body also. He is there. He is that who pervades both the bodies and experiences this as separate, as if it is separate from that. He is experiencing both oneness and a kind of duality. This is called achintya bheda bheda. Achintya. How that abheda is there in bheda? It is achintya. You cannot conceive. Your mind cannot conceive. It can experience. So that kind of, these people who experience that duality in a unity in diversity, who experience is called Rajarshi. Devarshi is in always divine state of oneness. They, just like you have pain in your hand and you are applying some medicine to remove that pain. It is you who is caressing yourself, massaging yourself, an inseparable part. Devarshi is one who is experiencing the being divine himself, and without keeping duality. In Rajarshi, he keeps the duality, apparent duality, and experiences, enjoys. In Devarshi, they don't keep the duality. It is just like I am massaging my hand. He is caressing the other person. He is taking care of the other person, as if it is his hand or part of being. So this oneness, it is oneness as a part of it. Very little of this we can see in mother and child. Anything happens to her own child, it is not to the same similar age, similar small child of another woman. The child of another woman, if it falls, she will run and help the child to get up and take care. But when her child falls, she suffers from within. She starts weeping. She doesn't know what to do and what not to do. How helpless she becomes if it is her child. And other child also she helps equally. But she knows in the heart of her, it is not my child. I am totally different. I am unrelated, but I am taking care. Here, her own child means how she will be feeling. Like that oneness as a part of her own existence. Similarly, the Devarshis feel oneness and do without duality. Devarshi. Brahmarshi is in the constant state, oh, there is one existence. All manifestations are just like bubbles in water. They appear and disappear. Form it takes form appears and disappears. So they are aware. They need not enter into any activity of. In Devarshis and Brahmarshis, there is no bhoga part. Experience joy is not there. It is giving. It is taking care. Narada was Devarshi, Shukadeva was Brahmarshi, and Janaka was Rajarshi. Yes, Shukadeva was a Brahmarshi. He was not a mere Jnani. He was very embodiment of Jnana, divine knowledge, Whom do I call Jnani? A man who has attained knowledge has not done so after much efforts. He has done so after much effort. Shukadeva was very image of knowledge. In other words, a form of concentrated knowledge. He attained knowledge spontaneously without any labor, without efforts. It spontaneously dawns in them, that knowledge. With birth itself it dawns. Many have to struggle. Many many lives because of small attachments to the world. Till that attachment goes, and they will not get the enlightenment. By the time a sadhaka takes up the sadhana seriously, much of the life has gone. Those who begin early in their life, the educative time, the first 5 years is the time when the child is gaining intelligence. And after that, he starts gaining knowledge. And knowledge is backed by an intention. The childhood days, they will not have an intention, but a kind of compulsion and following the tendency, the nature of people, the man, any person, to follow the mob. It's called mob mentality. How all people are living like that, to live in that fashion, in that way, because all are going in that direction, that is nature. Nature is taking them, driving. Now water falls. Now you see, all water start falling downward. All get collected and start becoming a stream, then a river. It is following the trend. Like that, human takes birth and follows the trend of who is gatanugati ko lokaha. Gata anugata. In whichever direction people are moving, others who are coming, new generation also starts moving in the same direction. This is what we call racial tendency. Racial. Now, humans have a particular tendency. In animals also we see each species has its own tendency. Look at the tiger's movements, look at the horse movements. And each differ. The cat family, the horse family, donkeys, they said all come under those hoofed animals, bifurcated hoof animals like cows. Horses have without bifurcation. Then birds, by birth, they follow that nature. Like that, human nature is to flow in the trend of the world. One of the things that drive in the childhood is to observe. Elder brother is eating with spoon, the younger wants the spoon. Baby, he sees and follows that. That makes them move into the world. Their education, school going means they'll follow how the brothers are going. All our brothers are going. Mother will point out and show. He doesn't want to go, he weeps. Then he shows, see, next door, all children are going. He says, your brother is going to school. And again, she appreciates. She will come in the evening, you'll get so much knowledge and come. Now he can do many work. Like that, they induce. And this is a kind of silent importunity, or it is like imposing something on child without its knowledge. It starts for, as it starts growing, it will have the intention. Almost 10th standard. Now, which is yielding me? What branch if I take? I will get a job. I will get a earning. Because he sees the comparative society. Oh, they are well off. They are having a car. He is having only a cycle. Another man is walking on foot. He will see the difference. And he sees the advantages and disadvantages. He wants to be a big man with a lot of wealth and all. By the 10th standard, within the 10, 15 years of his age, as already intentions have grown into him. Now this intention is making him move. These are not there in the who are born with the spiritual tendency. They need not strive. And then intention, a few in millions, a few will discriminate. Real, what is there? Real. The question then, what then? A boy goes to a saint. He is appearing for his final exam in the college. He goes to the saint and bows down. The saint looks at his eyes and asks, "What, my child, what do you want?" He says, "I am appearing for my final exam. I have heard of you. I have come here 2-3 times earlier also. Now I am appearing for an exam. I want your blessings." He asks, "Oh, you are appearing for an exam? Then?" He says, "Somehow I am hoping that I will pass through. I will get a certificate. Then I will get a job. Then," he says, I'm studying law. Now I'm studying law, I'll become a lawyer. And then I'll get a job. Then I will study more and compete with others, and one day I'll become a judge. Then I will get married. I will have a few children. My income will be quite sufficient for my life. I have my parental property also. I need not worry. Then my children, I will make them grow well. I will educate them, and all they will settle down in their lives. Then my old age comes. By the time retirement, I will have sufficient money, sufficient protection, and with that I will live happily in my evening of my life. My children may go away or stay with me, it doesn't matter. I will be happily living, I will have sufficient thing. Then he thinks, what then? He says, then one day comes that I will have to leave this body and part from all. Then, after leaving body, one day I have to die, the saint asks, then? The question then. Both remain silent. Neither he says anything, nor the student asks anything. Then it cannot be answered, because he doesn't know then what is going to happen. Then he bows down and goes. He looks at the saint for some time. He doesn't answer. He keeps smiling with that then, a question mark. Then the student has to think, what happens? All these things are going away. As I am going forward, the backward is disappearing. My days are disappearing. My life is disappearing. After that, when the end comes, what is next? Then he has to think what is next, what he has to do now for that. It is in student life he has to pick up. If I live in the world, my goal, in the world also my goal will be to transcend the nature and go beyond. And if I renounce also, the goal of my life will be, it is. Now he has to, once the goal is set, oh, this is my goal of life, then the path is decided by our own inner nature and the divine. because divine participation comes because your goal is divine. So here we see that then question comes, because a day comes when what all I did is going to disappear and nothing is going to remain. Neither my wife nor our children, nor the property, nor the earnings, nor the name and fame, neither what I gave nor earned. Only my karmas alone goes with me. So that question, Sri Ramakrishna is telling about Jnani. In them, it is spontaneous. One reality as appearing as many. And that knowledge spontaneously appears. He doesn't see a duality. He sees oneness, wholeness. He is experiencing paripurnata. He is experiencing total fulfillment of his existence with birth itself. Shukadeva was very image of knowledge, in other words, a form of concentrated knowledge. He attained knowledge spontaneously without any labor. Saying this, Ramakrishna came down to the normal mood. Then he talked freely with the devotees. The master asked Kedar to sing. Kedar sang, "How shall I open my heart, O friend? It is forbidden me to speak. I am about to die for lack of kindred soul to understand my mystery, understand my misery. How shall I open my heart, O friend? It is forbidden me to speak. I am about to die for lack of a kinder soul to understand my misery." He is suffering from within. He has not reached his goal. He has not reached especially the bhakti path. The bhaktas, they consider to reach Lord is the only goal of life, and longing is the only path. Slowly they develop through love. It is just an imaginary state of existence. The imagination, two types of imagination. Imagine of the real, supported by scriptures and enlightened soul. Another imagination, my imagination of things which are created by my tendencies, vasanas. Vasanas has created an image, an imaginary state, imaginary world, which I can never reach. But the supported by enlightened soul and supported by scriptures is real. And imagination of real leads to the real. Imagination of the unreal leads to the unreal. So this, he is feeling that separation from God, I have not yet reached God. And there he struggles. Whom shall I tell? Who will understand my misery? Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.